So let me show you a practice 11 RAC One Node demonstration. In this practice, you will create a RAC One Node database by converting the existing RAC database, and you will perform an online database relocation. Finally, you will convert the RAC One Node database back to Oracle RAC database. In step number 1, you start new terminal window and connect to host 01 as your Oracle user account. And use configure Oracle seed, and then you check your database instance location. So ORCL database is currently 2-node RAC database because we stopped the instance out of host 03. and then we're gonna stop instance running on host 02. The reason why we want to stop one of the instances is because we want to convert RAC database to RAC One Node database. And RAC One Node database is a single instance of RAC enabled database. So if you want to convert, you will have to stop one of the instances. Okay. So now I'm going to check status. Only one instance up and running now. And to convert it back, convert it to RAC One Node database, we will have to create non-default dynamic service. In this example, we are adding serve1 service. Okay, and then we can simply convert. So what we're going to do, we're going to attempt to convert RAC database to RAC One Node, and then we're going to observe the result. Okay, so I got this message. Failed to convert the configuration of a cluster database ORCL into its equivalent RAC One Node database configuration, because the cluster database has more than one server pool. Okay, so as a part of earlier practice activity, we added a RAC leaf server pool to demonstrate a reader node instance. So that caused the problem. So what we have to do is we will have to stop service and remove a service and remove a server pool because we don't need it anymore. Oops, when you copy paste, at times you see a dash problem. You can just replace it. I'm going to remove a server pool. So finally, my ORCL database only has a single server pool, which is ORCL DB. So I have another dash issue, so I will replace it again. I'm showing you this in a problem because when you do practice activity, you may see the same problem. So simply just replace dash. And then I'm going to convert it to RAC One Node database. I already copied a long dash. Here, look at this. This dash is just slightly different, right? So you just replace it. So now I'm going to check configuration of this database. Look at this. So now this database is policy managed database. And also type is a RAC One Node. So here we have a RAC One Node database. So I can easily convert existing RAC database back to RAC One Node. Most likely you will convert from RAC One Node to RAC database. So we will check status. And since it is a single active RAC enabled database, you will see only single instance. And we can test, relocate. So as a part of maintenance, or as a part of load balancing, you may want to relocate instance from one server to another server. So you can check syntax of a srvctl relocate database command. So by doing so, you can relocate. So I'm going to open up new terminal window session, and then I will connect to host 01, and I will set environment variable. I'm going to switch to first terminal. And then I will run srvctl relocate database orcl node host 02. So I'm going to actually relocate instance from host 01 to host 02. At the maximum, we can keep original instance for 15 minutes if there is any active transactions going on. So I will hit enter. And then the next step, you immediately move on to next step. So I will check status of a database. So as you can see, we have a source instance, the ORCL5, and also destination instance is ORCL1. So online relocation is active, so meaning that we keep both instances, one for existing connection and new instance in the target server to support new connection. So after waiting for a while, and you can double check it's still active because it's still going on. So we'll double check. So actually, you don't have to wait up to 15 minutes if there is no active transactions going on. So the relocation operation will be pretty quick if there is no transactions going on. So as you can see, instance ORCL5 stopped even though we didn't wait 15 minutes because there was no active transactions and sessions there. So if I run it one more time, and finally you see that online relocation is inactive. So we only keep single active instance. So that's what we can see from here. Since we tested this, we want to actually convert it back to RAC database. And this is what you are going to do in real scenario. So you start from single instance and also convert it to RAC One Node database if you cannot directly upgrade to RAC database, and then you can promote your RAC One Node to RAC database. So that will be the most common step. Okay, so now I will convert RAC One Node database to RAC database, and then I'm going to start database. So after start this database, we should receive both instances. Again, when you do practice activity, spend enough time to understand each step. And my demonstration is just to show you how it is functioning. That's the main focus. Okay, I'm going to check status of a database. So now I have two instances running out of a host 1 and host 2. And also I have a service. And we added this service just to support conversion to RAC One Node. And since we already tested, we don't need it. So we're going to stop and then remove this service. And finally, we're going to check configuration of this database. And it should be RAC database type. So let's take a look at this. Type, look at this. So now it became RAC database type. And this is a practice 11 about RAC One Node.